Hey guys, Lori here, and I want to talk about two different pitfalls. I don't want to say mistakes, but two different pitfalls that catch a lot of people when you're trying to make better choices about eating and do better with your eating. The first one is you're going along and you're doing fabulous. You feel great, you look great, you have energy, and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, like you are just bombarded with temptations left and right. Whether it be peer pressure from coworkers at lunch, or the holidays are coming out and you don't want to be the oddball sitting there not eating anything, or it's just been a really stinky day and you've got chips or something laying around that you didn't get rid of and you indulge. The first thing that usually happens is we start talking bad about ourselves. We usually beat ourselves up, and that just leads to continuing the downward spiral. You know, you finish what you started. And I think that's also a mentality thing where you paid for it, so you eat it. You know, finish everything on your plate. You know, finish what you started. Like all those things in your head. And when you take that bite and you're like, oh man, and it's kind of like, well, you know, just ruined that. So, you know, I'll start again tomorrow, or I'll start again on Monday. And it's a continual throughout the day, throughout the week. I want you to be very conscious, and I want you to understand that all of us slip up. It happens. We are human, and again, we don't want to be the oddball out. We don't want to be the weird person, and we don't want to, you know, offend anybody. For whatever reason, it happens. Don't beat yourself up, but stop right there. You know, when you realize that, say, oh man, that was a crappy choice. Let me switch that up, or I'm not gonna finish this. You know, I'm gonna eat something better at home, or can I reorder something? You know, just don't continue making those choices, because it's not going to do you any good. It's just going to propel you into feeling worse. The second mistake or pitfall that people fall into is they eat bad, so then they stop eating. They just stop. They're like, oh, I ate really bad yesterday, so I'm gonna make up for it. I'm just gonna not eat the, you know, I had a really bad choice for lunch. I went to Cheesecake Factory and had the whole entire cheesecake piece, you know, so then you don't eat dinner. The thing that happens with that is that you just fed your body junk, and then you're not feeding it anything else. It's got nothing to run on. So you're going to continue having the cravings. You're going to start feeling really bad because your body's going to start slowing down. It doesn't have the nutrients and vitamins it needs to kick the metabolism up to get rid of what you just fed it. And so you're doing even worse if you eat bad and then stop eating, period. What I always do is if I make a slip up, if I make a mistake, if I, you know, have something bad, you know, if late at night I'm working and I get the munchies and I end up eating, you know, a whole entire, you know, bag of cookies. I won't say bag of cookies, but, you know, more cookies than I should, or even eating one cookie. And I'm like, oh man, then I'll make sure I eat a carrot even before I go to bed. Like I want to end the day on a good note. You know, and the next day I make sure my breakfast is super, super healthy and super good to just get myself back on track. So the two things to avoid: first of all, don't beat yourself up. Don't continue that downward spiral. It happens. Fess up to it, own up to it, and then move forward, move past it, move on. And then don't try and counteract a bad choice with another bad choice by not eating, by not fueling your body. You know, drink extra water, you know, eat something healthy that day before you go to bed, even just to make sure you end the day on a good note. And that will really help your mentality. When you wake up the next day, be like, man, that was a really crappy day. This day's gonna be different. And then go back to your why you're doing it. And you know what? If you need to, write it on the back of your hand, you know, write it on your refrigerator door, your pantry door, you know, just have it on your phone if you're out at lunch with coworkers, so that you have a reminder that pops up right before you order your food. You know, do those little things and don't beat yourself up. So, all right, hope those two tips help, and I will see you again on another video.